Hey everybody, Rob Veno here, WagerTalk.com, WagerTalk TV. It's Tuesday, it's Wednesday. These days roll together, March the 19th. We're going to go through a couple of NBA games for you, free selections with analysis. We're going to start with Detroit at Miami. Detroit opens here 217.5. Detroit currently 4.5. 218.5 on the total. Injury report shows us nothing notable for the Pistons side. For Miami, number one small forward Andrew Wiggins, questionable. He did miss the last game. He's got a leg injury. We'll see if he goes or doesn't go. Schedule here, Detroit, they're in the second of a three-game road trip. They had yesterday off. They have tomorrow off before they play Dallas. They're extremely well rested. They've only played one back-to-back since the All-Star break. That covers their last 14 games. Miami had yesterday off. However, it is their 4th and 6th, and it's their first home game after a short Memphis to New York 2-game road trip. I think the advantage here for scheduling lies with Detroit. We'll look at the matchup and situation here. Miami's 0-5 against the spread last 5 games, 0-7 to the under. They've scored 109 or less now in 9 straight games and 95 or less in each of their last 3. Just can't get the offense going. Heat team total, 7-0 to the under in their last 7 games. However, 8 of their last 12 full game totals have reached 218 plus. This number here is 218.5. So odds makers seem to have that accurate even with low scoring Miami. They've been giving up a bunch. Detroit on the other side, 5-1 to the under in their last 6. Their last 8 games are 8-0 over this particular total. I always like to look at that, to say that such and such has a record over under last 7 games, but we have to deal with a number here tonight. And this number, 218.5. Detroit's played their last 8 games above the 217.5 mark. Here's Miami head coach Eric Spoelstra on the dilemma that faces his team. I mean, the other day he said they had a direction. They could pick a direction to go, either fight or fold, and then they went out and got buried. So here's what he's saying now. I'm not going to go into a rant. We're all getting tested, including myself. There's nobody absolved from this. I have not come up with enough answers for this team. I have to do a better job. Our group has to do a better job. Other guys on the team, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, saying stuff like nobody's going to feel sorry for us. We dug this hole ourselves. We have to cut down our turnovers. We have to guard our yard. Typical stuff that you would hear from a team in a severe losing streak. Just don't know if they can right the ship at this point. Detroit's starting front line is going to have a massive advantage. Most nights they do have an advantage, but against this Miami team, which doesn't rebound well, which gives up second chance points. I mean, the mismatches in this game on the interior, if you include field goal percentage inside the paint, Detroit's got them all here. Miami, smallest starting unit, Bam Adebayo, the tallest. They can bring Khalil Ware, the rookie, off the bench at 7 feet, but Detroit just has so many guys that hit the glass and play well inside. Let's take a final look at this and come up with a selection here. Miami's a team that's looking for answers, and they can't seem to find any. They're heading in the wrong direction. In some matchups, their ultra slow tempo and their random ability to bang down threes, knock down threes, it can be enough, but probably not against this opponent, which has such a great advantage inside. The Pistons are rolling right now, and I think, reading quotes from them, they understand how important this 3-game road trip is. All 3 games, they'll be favored. All 3 they should win, and they're in a battle in the East for seeding. So it's important to the Detroit Pistons here. Miami, they've just gone by the wayside recently. Detroit also, you can add to it, they're 9-3 against the spread as a road favorite. I think the right side here is Detroit minus the 4.5. That'll be your free play for this game. Detroit minus the 4.5. Let's take a look here real quick at the special offer from WagerTalk.com right now. You can get up to 15 days worth of plays for free. That breaks down to just a shade about $6.50 a day, $6.50 a day. You buy an all-access pass for the month of April, costs you $2.99, and you get the absolute rest of March for free. Everything through the 31st of March comes for free, and we know this is a hot college basketball time. March Madness definitely in full effect right now. Plenty of plays to go around. You'll receive all 5% blue chips that are released as well. Everything inclusive in this package. Once again, you're getting about 15 days for free. It comes out to around $220 worth of savings. So once again, April All Access Package, pick it up now for $299 and walk away with 15 days of March that remain absolutely free. Let's move on here to our next game that we're going to cover. It's Houston at Orlando. Solid matchup here. Houston opens 2.5, 208.5. They're currently 2 and 209.5. Injury report here, kind of shallow, but important for Houston. It looks like Amen Thompson is going to be out again. The ankle injury has cost him the last 3 Rockets games. He'll probably miss a 4th consecutive, but he should be back in play this weekend, so he's coming along pretty nicely as far as rehab is concerned. For Orlando, though, it's the opposite. Their number 2 point guard, Cole Anthony, who has become the starter since Jalen Suggs has been hurt for quite some time now. He's got a toe injury that's leaning him toward being doubtful in this game, and he's missed 2 of the last 3, so huge injury for the Orlando Magic there. The schedule looks like this. Houston, it's the first of a 2-game Florida road trip, and they did have yesterday off, so pretty well rested. Orlando had the last 2 days off, but for them, it's their first home game off a 4-game road trip, and you know what we always say about extended road trips and then first game home. Don't like to play those types of teams. The advantage in scheduling here goes to Houston. Quick look at the matchup and situation. This game was just played 9 days ago in Houston. Houston won that one 97-84 as 4.5-point favorites, win by 13. The total was 212.5. It stayed 31.5 points below the number. Cole Anthony did play in that game. Probably doesn't play tonight. Amen Thompson didn't play in that game, so no difference for the Houston lineup. So a little bit of an advantage there personnel-wise for the Rockets. Orlando's best asset, and maybe their only asset as a group, as a team, is their starting front line. Banchero, Carter Jr., etc., Franz Wagner. But Houston is just as strong up front. And in fact, in the game that they just played, Houston out-rebounded Orlando 63-42. It's a strong rebounding crew for Houston, especially since Tari Eason has come back. They're starting small forward. It's allowed Dylan Brooks to go back to shooting guard. Great rebounding by Houston. Their defense and length is tough for the Orlando Magic. And the Orlando Magic backcourt doesn't score very well, so it makes it doubly tough on that front line. Rockets are 6-0 straight up last 6 games, 4-2 against the spread. They've won 5 of those 6 games by 7 or more, all 6 of them by 3 or more. Only 2 required tonight, so pretty good trend leaning towards the Houston Rockets there. Magic 6-1 to the over, believe it or not, last 7 games because their totals have been priced so low. They've scored 108 plus in 6 of their last 7. The only one they didn't was when they only got 84 against these same Houston Rockets. Quick look and final analysis with selection here. Each are in playoff play-in seeding at this point. But I think the Rockets have a stronger sense of urgency here. They're tied, believe it or not, for the number 2 spot in the Western Conference with Denver. And they know that every single victory matters at this point in time when you're up against Denver. That 2 slot would be huge for Houston. The matchup difficulties in this game really are in Orlando's corner. Like I mentioned earlier, their front line, if they get neutralized, Orlando has trouble. That's what happened in the 97-84 game just recently. If they don't have Cole Anthony, which it doesn't look like they do, they're down to number 3 point guard Corey Joseph. Not a good situation for Orlando. All things considered, it looks like a small price delay here. We'll lay the 2 with the Houston Rockets. That'll be your free play for today from this game, Houston -2. On the way out, I'd like to ask everybody to hit the like button if you like these selections and analysis provided by WagerTalk handicappers daily here for free. Please hit the like button, click subscribe, join the 197,000 people who already have subscribed to WagerTalk TV. If you have a comment on this Houston-Orlando game or any NBA game tonight, drop it in the comments section. I try to get to them as quickly as I can. For now, this is Rob Veno saying good luck with all your plays. We'll see you next time on WagerTalk TV.